Alright, you guys, so tonight I thought I'd share my thoughts on Batman, the Doom that came to Gotham, the animated movie. So, this adaptation of the comic from 2001 or 2003, I can't remember what year, although I believe it's a 2001 issue, sees Bruce come back to Gotham after 20 years to to basically uncover the mystery of why this strange um, Leviathan-like god creature seems to be targeting Gotham, and seems to want to unleash its impending doom on it. Now, guys, I do have to say first off that the doom that came to Gotham is probably the one of the better solo Batman animated movies in a while. I, I would put this right up there with Batman: The Long Halloween as a playful version of the comic. Even though I haven't read the comic version of the Doom that came to Gotham, but basically, guys, Bruce hasn't been back on the Gotham in 20 years. Instead, he's been leading this exhibition of Antarctica where he, Dick Grayson, this kid named Sanjay, and this girl named Kylie Kane have basically been looking for Oswald Cobblepot, aka Penguin, whose whose crew has been sud- suddenly destroyed by something horrible, and and there aren't any survivors of Penguin's crew left, um, but somehow Bruce comes across Penguin's journal, which basically describes how basically he's the only one left, and now this one certain colleague of his, Brandon Grennan, has basically gone mad, and that our Penguin basically had to watch the whole crew die, and how he basically had to kill his own dogs because of how they were acting. When this creature only referred to as the Thing throughout the majority of the movie because its actual name is way too hard for me to pronounce here, came into contact. So Batman actually sees what is left of Oswald basically running into this cave where he comes across a now blind and dead Brandon Grennan, which is the sole surviving crew member of Penguin's exhibition, that says a divine creature is coming to unleash doom upon Gotham, but in doing so will also bring something majestic to the rest of the world, and to even look upon this Leviathan-like creature, it whoso even ever looks at him, madness ensues, and so to better serve the thing, Brandon's corpse has removed his eyes, and says that he won't leave the Arctic cave until he's finished doing his work for the creature. And basically, guys, the story goes that that for this continuity the person that actually murdered Bruce's parents, Martha Santana, is actually Green Arrow's father, Henry Queen, but the person also responsible for leading to the creature's ultimate release many centuries ago is actually none other than Dr. Thomas Wayne himself, Penguin, Green Arrow's dad, and Ra's al Ghul, because they unleash the creature using something called the Book of Ghouls, the Book of Ghoul, which is the first step to be, which ultimately releases the creature, but also gives the 4 individuals who ultimately freed him from the door he was trapped on the first time, immortality, until the creature returns again. And the reason Henry Queen killed Bruce's parents is because seeing the creature the first time, as I stated a minute ago, will ultimately drive Henry, Penguin, and Ra's al Ghul, as we all know, is already mad. So but basically that's how. And it's actually Jason Blood, Etrigan, as he's better known, that tells Batman that do basically defeat this creature. Batman has to actually reconnect with the spirit wrapped in flames, which is half Etrigan and half Dr. Thomas Wayne himself, to embrace the bat, which is something, as we all know, that Bruce as a person has had a harder time doing because of what bats represent for him. And 3, for the creature to truly be drilled back, Bruce has to die. So yes, guys. And so even though with the help of Killer Croc and Talia Ghul and another fire demon that Talia resurrects from hell, even though Etrigan is ultimately defeated towards the end of the movie, it's he through Batman freeing him and actually having to lose Dick and this other member of the crew, Sanjay, but basically to having seen what the creature is capable of. Bruce finally heeds Jason's warning and actually transforms into an actual bat, just like Professor Langstrom as Man-Bat. We find out also in the movie that it's actually Talia that killed Man-Bat in an effort to scare Bruce, because it's actually Batman himself that is actually the key to to fully unlocking the portal for this horrible creature, this demigod, if you will, to fully be released. And yeah, guys, the movie ends with Bruce actually becoming a bat, and with Etrigan's help, destroying the creature for good. But in doing so, and fulfilling the prophecy, Bruce has to die along with the creature. And in this movie, guys, Killer Croc and Green Arrow are used, except my one criticism of this movie is, except for Dick and Commissioner Gordon and Harvey Dent and Penguin to an extent, although Bruce calls Penguin Oswald throughout Penguin's part of the movie, because that's all he knows him by. Because this is so early in Batman's career, he actually does not know any of his rogue villain members that appear in this movie as their villain alias is that we know them as. Like, Bruce doesn't acknowledge Harvey as Two-Face even after the fire demon from hell that Talia resurrects transforms into a pretty beautiful version of Poison Ivy to give Harvey the ointment cream that ultimately turns him into Two-Face this time. And then Alfred and Kylie basically do become concerned that Bruce is starting to be overcome with the same type of madness that Grundon observed at the start of the movie, and Lucius Fox is throughout the entire 20-year period that Batman hasn't been in Gotham. It's Lucius himself that has actually served as the figurehead of Wayne Enterprises, and also Lucius is also there to basically served as the racial tension character because they do change his ethnicity from white to black, but that's neither here nor there. And Green Arrow in this movie start off as a hopeless but that drunk, but we later do find out that he feels like Henry that since his dad killed Bruce's parents, the sins of the father are heaped upon the son, and that's something that he tells Kylie throughout its time in the movie. That because his dad became so deranged from being one of the 4 people that unleashed the great Leviathan, that he feels like it's his duty to destroy the creature to atone for his father's sin. And yeah, guys, just overall, this was a very good movie. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I can say, our Batman, the only Batman. I can simply say that I think Kevin would have loved this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the Doom that came to Gotham like I did. Have a good one.